Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Limbo. So I picked up right from where I left off, which seems like the most natural place to do that. All I did was climb that ladder to the right of me, and then we're gonna jump down into this little ravine area here. Oh, and I remember this one. This puzzle is actually a pain in the ass. As you can see, this dragonfly is here, but if I get too close to him, he'll fly away. So I've got to kind of like just make a jump for him and hopefully grab onto his legs. This is the only part in the game where I believe we actually have to do any stealth. So essentially we're going to move ever so slowly. Use the skills that I gained countless hours in Splinter Cell as an adolescent. So everybody, if you're watching this, be very, very quiet. Very good. Stop touching yourself, too. It's highly inappropriate. Your mother would be very ashamed. Here we go. A little bit closer. He's looking up. Nothing to see here. I'm just a statue with glowing eyes. All the better to see you with. Here we go. Think I can make the jump from here, maybe? Ah, come! Oh, okay. Try it again. Wait for him to come back. Turn our back to him. It's like the boos in Super Mario World. Come on, man! There we go. Also, this dragonfly's a pussy. Like, he's eating a carcass right now. He could probably tear me limb from limb if he so chose. But no such luck. Alright, wait. Come on a little bit further. A little bit closer. Gotta get a little bit closer than I was last time. And then we'll do a running jump from here. Oh, come on. I had it that time. This is probably a spot where I'm going to have to do some editing. But we'll give it one more try before we get to that. You know, desperate times call for desperate measures. And by desperate measures, I mean me trying this 55 times off camera. Here comes the dragonfly. Dude, I just want to ride. I don't want to hurt you. Just let me hitch a ride on your extremely vulnerable forearms. Forelimbs, I suppose I should say. Here we go. That degree in biology is paying off. And then running jump. We'll sell it. Oh, god damn it. Alright. I'll see you guys when I inevitably figure out how to beat this puzzle. Huh? Ah, finally! Okay. And then he'll take me up into this extremely well-lit area and hopefully drop me soon, but not onto a pile of spikes. Oh yeah, I've got kind of a habit of breaking the limbs of animals in this game. Which is a shame, because that one was actually trying to help me. And then we get into kind of the machineries section. And I remember, if I remember properly, this section of the game is actually quite difficult. Ah, yes, okay. We're going to somehow keep that down. I vaguely remember what's going on here. I believe there's going to be a crate over here on the right side. Or not. Feels like the first time I'm playing through the game again. Clearly we got some crates here. Those tend to be important. Crates and Ladders was the alternate title for this game, I'm sure. Probably didn't work as well in the marketing department. The marketing department of an indie studio, meaning, aka, it's probably like two dudes. Where am I going to put this? Okay. I'm going to move this back. Jump over. I'm just going to go straight over this one. I remember. I'm not going to spoil this one, because this one's actually pretty cool. How far down does this one go? Only this far. Alright, so we're going to need to pull this one back a little bit. We're going to play a little bit of Limbo's version of Mousetrap. This here. Hit this mystical switch. And then do my best to get this tire all the way down to the bottom. This is actually a lot harder than it looks. And I've already messed it up, I believe. Yeah. Okay. That was close. That wasn't so bad, actually. I've got to get on the other side of this first roller. And then after that, everything's going to be okay. How am I going to do that? Hit this. Run like hell. Get on the other side of this. And then push it. Ah, there we go. Push it good. And I'm going to pull it good. This was not as bad as I remembered, actually. That probably took me close to 45 minutes the first time I played through the game. So hopefully that makes up for the dragonfly puzzle. And I kind of forget what I use that tire for, but I think I've already done the hard part of this puzzle, so the rest should be pretty easy. Pretty easy. Where did that tire end up? Over here. Okay. This is begging for a momentum-based puzzle. Like roll the tire up here, and then run like hell. The tire should do a couple of laps. Probably could have made it up that way, but that's not that important. Oh, might have fucked it up, but we'll see. Climb up, push this box. Faster! Push the box faster! Yeah! Okay. Success. Crate acquired. Now I'll just pay $2.50 for a key so I can unlock it. Probably get... Oh! Original flare gun. Probably doesn't really make sense for those of you who are not Team Fortress 2 players. Which is probably like one person who's watching this video. But anyway, let's focus on the game at hand. So you can see when we hit that switch, cause this gear to start moving. And essentially what we're going to do is try to get this crate up there. Not working so well so far. Maybe I'll just stand on it and then hold the crate, pull with all my might. There we go. So we're going to take this crate over to the other side, and I think there's another crate that we're going to get up here as well. So we'll just chuck that over the side. And when you got 2 crates, you can accomplish pretty much anything in this world. There's a simpler time. That's going to crush me. Yep. Alright. Serious brain damage there. Mike Tyson levels of brain damage. Let's try this crate business again. Remembering I have to pull instead of push. You know, for all the crate pulling that my guy does, you'd think he'd have some upper body strength. But no! Let's get out of here. Oh no! Crate, what have I done? Gosh darn it. Let's try it one more time. That should probably be the subtitle of this Let's Play. And actually pretty much every Let's Play I've ever done. Let's play Super Meat Boy. Let's try every level in Super Meat Boy 30 times. Even though I did a lot of editing for that. Or Terraria. Let's die in Terraria. Spend 4 videos trying to accomplish the same thing that everyone is screaming in the comments the answer to. So now we got those 2 crates down there without crushing my cerebellum. Let's push these over here. Ah, I think I remember this one. I won't spoil it though. People in the comments are complaining a little bit that I'm spoiling parts of the game before I get to them. You know, I hear that complaint. I understand. It's kind of the problem with Let's Playing a game like this. And the reason that, you know, it's kind of the same thing with Braid, where I was like, I don't want to spoil this game, but at the same time, I definitely want to play it. Let's get down here. Push crate 1 onto button 1. Run like hell. And actually, that was one of the easier puzzles in the game. Especially now that we're in the late game section. I've totally forgotten what this switch does. But generally, you gotta do some jungle japing on these vines. These vines, what the fuck? The chains. You get them swinging, so after you hit the switch, you can just jump back onto it. Let's try this like this. Oh, it's going too far away. Oh, maybe not. That guy's quite a jumper. Down here. I guess I'm just gonna climb into this gear and get myself killed. Because I've totally forgotten. Oh, no I haven't. Push the gear into the other gear. Ingenious. How could I have not known that? Ah, yes, I remember this completely now. So we're getting into a little, you know, Super Castlevania 4 right now, where the whole level is actually going to shift around us, and we're going to have to make certain movements to keep ourselves alive that would otherwise lead to our deaths if we just stood still. Or stayed in limbo, if you will. That's why I've got a lot of fans. I come up with great puns like that. So avoid getting crushed by that wedge. Come in here, and I think we'll do a little bit of gear riding, which is actually my second favorite hobby after virtual farming. And then I can't remember if I'm supposed to take a jump over here. Seems like it's okay. So let's hit this switch and move into the next section of the game. Ah, here's where they introduce magnets. By far my worst nemesis in this game are the magnets. Essentially, they cause metal pieces to stay in place. Duh. I think this one is relatively simple. Let me see. I think we're gonna hit this switch, run like hell, and try to hit the magnet to keep the door up, or whatever that thing is. Or maybe not. Indeed. So obviously, this crate has to come up. Oh, but I gotta... Oh, the crate is made out of metal. I understand now. Unfortunately, that's a serious problem for me because it's blocking the switch to the magnet. There we go. How am I going to accomplish this one? I'm going to push this up here. Then we're going to hit the magnet to cause the crate to stop sliding. Then we're going to jump up here. Ah, okay. I've almost got it. I promise. SMRT. Northernlion. Let's push it up from this side instead. Run a little bit faster. Put some spring in my step. Oh, okay. Much better. Actually do that jump. My gosh, it seems like for all the pulling he's doing, he should be a little bit less scrawny, right? Ah, God. I gotta let the crate fall a little bit further. Maybe to there. I think I can stick that landing. Nadia Comaneci, or some other such famous gymnast whose name escapes me right now. Short-haired lady from the 1996 Olympics. Go! Come on! You call yourself a jumper. Luigi could clear that shit so easily. Hopefully I can still make this first jump. Alright, barely. Thanks to a little bit of dubious magnetism on the game's part. Success. Try not to get crushed by this. That was actually pretty close. Almost gave myself a new haircut. And come through here and we'll just hit this switch. I'm just going to cause a little bit more shifting. And probably my own death. But hey, you know, nobody wants to live forever. As Freddie Mercury so presciently said on the soundtrack to the movie Highlander. Do some interdimensional swinging here. Interdimensional? I don't think it's interdimensional. It's certainly intradimensional. You can tell that the floor is electrocuted below me, so I've got to wait for this box to come beneath me. And then run for my life. And I think ride the box. Okay. Success! I think I have become the very best that no one ever was. Is the level still tilting? I can't... Oh, it stopped now. Okay. So far, I'm pretty impressed with myself this video, except of course for that whole dragonfly section, which was a little bit ridiculous, let's be honest. Of course, we're gonna do a little bit more shifting here. Hopefully outrun that box before it falls on my Johnson. Wow, that was maybe the crassest I've ever been. What are we gonna do with this crate? Let's use it to jump across the gap here, shall we? Seems like the best idea. Oh! Yeah, up and over. Don't get crushed. That actually worked surprisingly well. Let's follow this butterfly. Hey, look! Listen! You know, cogs have been pretty good to me so far this game. This is one of my favorite sections of the game, although it is also one of the more difficult ones for me. And hey, look at that! Oh, so close! God damn you, Yerks! Yerks, I don't know. So of course, we'll continue back here and try not to get crushed by this cog, which is going to be a lot more difficult now that I have this goddamn brain slug on me. And now that I feel like I'm playing Team Fortress 2 with the alien swarm parasite on my head. So hit the light, and of course, kind of the, that was a really meant to be a powerful moment in Limbo, even though I talked over it with inane bullshit. That's the moment when you caught a glimpse of your sister, who, if you remember from the first video, is the person that you're trying to catch up to or rendezvous with. Of course, things have changed, and that was just a dream. To run our asses off. Maybe we could just get crushed a little bit, and then the parasite would be gone from our brain, and we could freely choose what we want to do. Unlikely. Oh, no! Nasty way to go. Alright. So I remember this part, again, on my first playthrough. This took me a long-ass time to figure out, but the puzzle solution is very simple for this second set. Just get on, stay on, but don't climb up, and then you'll be able to make it. And of course, we'll also use this platform to get to the ladder. Once we actually get the slug off our head, which we can do right here. These kind of claws. I want to see the animal that is attached to these claws. Or maybe that is the entire animal right there. It's the stuff of nightmares. Success, finally, okay. Now, how the heck do we get back? Good timing, I guess, is the answer we're looking for there. We're going to climb on one of these crates, turn around, and then wait for the right time to make a jump. That was not the right time. I can control it too, I suppose, by just pushing the crate a little bit. That wasn't the right time either! Guy dies if you expose him to darkness. It's a problem in his day-to-day life. Sleeping becomes much, much harder. So let's just get these off-sync a little bit, then and climb up here, and hopefully timing will be right on this one. Yeah, that seems better. No, no, no! Don't get on top of it. That's how we get ants. Push it, get it off sync again. Off sync, a little known Korean tribute band to NSYNC. I can't back that up. I want it to be real though. I could be the new JC Chazé. Okay, timing is perfect. Hold on. Shook me up a little bit there, and then we'll run. And hopefully not get crushed. And go onto the ladder. Surprisingly smooth. I'm impressed with myself. I'm getting into the 17-minute mark of this video, but you know, I'm having a good time. Let's keep it going. I'm never sure... Oh, there's an egg crushed. I'm never sure if people like long videos or dislike long videos. But I like long videos because, you know, strangely enough, it's actually less work for me. This puzzle is a pain in the ass. But I've somehow unlocked an achievement for which I do not know. Let's see, is this the way to my death? Oh, this is the way back to the crates! You fool. Alright. Now just climb back here and get on the ladder. That would be the best solution for me. And one that I think actually will work just fine. Excellent. So actually, I suppose I could have done things the easier way and just walked onto that box conveyor belt and then ridden it all the way up. But, yeah, who does things the easy way? Actually, that was probably what I got the achievement for. Doing things the hard way. You're a dumbass. And you will never know how difficult this puzzle was to me for the first time because I just did it on my second try. Essentially, you've got to have fucking immaculate timing by hitting that switch and then deactivating that switch in order to get the cogs moving in such a way that you can actually move forward. Otherwise, you'll either get caught in the cogs or things just won't work out for you because your path will be blocked. This is another one that sometimes takes me a long-ass time. Essentially, the floor is going to become electrocuted, but also it's going to rise up when we pull this switch. So I've got to try to get onto that ladder and then ride it over here to get onto that upper platform when the ladder is basically at the highest point, or I should say when the floor is at the highest point. Again, you will never know how much time that took me on my first run around. But that's good. That's a good thing, I suppose. Oh, the floor! I forgot that the floor was lava. Okay. Oh, I've got to do one other step. Maybe you will know how hard this puzzle was for me. I forgot the second half of this. You can see there's minecart carnage over here. We're going to grab this and just put it underneath us so that we can survive after we hit that switch. And then I'll try this little ditty one more time, and hopefully I'll be able to get that on the first try or so. Hopefully I'll be able to get it on the first try, let's be honest. Come over here. The trick for this one is to pull the switch at like the last possible second when the ladder is coming towards you. So maybe like right now. That might even have been a little bit too early. But let's see. Oh, I've made a huge mistake. Cue 45 minutes of me trying this same puzzle over and over. The reason I like Limbo is because once you figure out the puzzles, it's usually relatively easy to repeat the solutions. So this requires a lot less editing on my part than something like Super Meat Boy, which was a pain in the goddamn ass sometimes. But also, probably one of my favorite games of all time. Let's push this up here. Start this whole can of worms in motion again. And I'll try to hit the switch properly this time. Although my switch timing seemed alright. It was mostly the fact that I chose not to hold on to the ladder. And instead just jumped on the floor. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Alright, we'll wait for a second pass here. Or a second try, I should say. Yeah. Hopefully that ladder still has enough momentum to do what needs to be done. Ooh, it's going to be a long jump. Oh, actually that was not that bad at all. Totally complaining for no reason. The ultimate first world problem. So, we will do some minecart carnage here. Surprising amount of Donkey Kong Country references in this video, and this Let's Play in general. Considering the game has literally almost no similarities to Donkey Kong Country, except for the fact that you jump and you can die. So we gotta do a pretty good jump here, and I would say that was probably not what the game is looking for. Obviously that saw is something that can cause us serious harm if we come into contact with it. We're gonna have to let the minecart get a little bit ahead of us in order to facilitate doing this puzzle a little easier. Ah, okay. That wasn't so bad. And I forget how the last part of this goes too. So this probably means a death for me. Yeah, that'll do it. That's the kind of thing that can kill you. Alright, so what I gotta do actually is stop my minecart. Or at the very least, slow it down. Because I'm gonna have to use it to get up there. But then, run my ass off and hopefully get off the floor before... Oh, that did not work so well. Let's stop it. Oh, yeah. Just blew my dick off with electricity. That's the worst. I fucking hate when that happens. Alright, we're gonna push this up a little bit. And while it's still moving up, then I'm gonna jump on it. This will buy me some more time, I feel. Let's try that one more time. We'll push it up. As it's moving up, double back. Oh, I'm gonna have way, way, way more than enough time now. Well, maybe not way more than enough time. Ah, so I remember this part. We got some magnets here, and we've got some jumping puzzles that are pretty goddamn difficult because you can't really see what you're doing. We're actually closing in on the end game here. I should probably either commit to making this the last part of the video, of the series, or stop pretty shortly in order to have a good, more than a 4-minute long last video. As you can see, you basically gotta figure out where to time your jumps. When the light swings in your direction. I believe there's a crate or something up here that I'm gonna need to use. Where's that coming from? There we go. You can see the floor below me is electrocuted, or electrical. It's got electric impulses traveling through it right now that'll fry us pretty badly. One of my few allergies. I'm allergic to electricity. Cheetos, poison gas, and electricity. I'll come through here, and I believe we're going to be exiting the compound pretty soon, or whatever compound we were inside of. And this is one of the moments where the game actually plays some like uplifting music, and it makes it so much better as a result. It's one of those things where, you know, we haven't had anything in that vein so far, so it feels more significant now that we've gotten it. So what we're gonna do here, these things are like laser tripwire activated machine guns. So let's activate them and then try not to get murdered. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. The first machine gun on the top is going to move to the left, and then we're going to use that to shoot the other machine gun. Whoa! Hey, getting a little too close for comfort there, buddy. And by murdering that second machine gun... Oh, I might have just boat murdered myself. There we go. Murdering that second machine gun, we can facilitate our own way through here. There we go. Success. Now hopefully I don't accidentally kill myself with that other machine gun. Yeah, I'm gonna be safe. And we'll move ahead. I believe we are coming to some of the harder puzzles in the game. This one in particular was very, very difficult for me. So, we've got a magnet over here on the right side, so if we hit this, you can see my crates go up there. And we gotta get a crate up there so we can use the ladder up there. But they just fall down that slope and come back if you do things improperly. What we need to do is get this over here. Pull it all the way to the right side. And then it will slowly come down. And it should stand on the switch. Perfect, okay. And I've totally forgotten the second part of this scenario. Let me think. Let me ruminate for a minute here. You know how dogs is. I believe I understand now. I'm gonna put this here, push that crate all the way up, run up, jump on this crate. Yeah, this isn't gonna be a problem. No problem at all. Just gotta think about it for a second, figure it out. It helps having done the puzzle before, although I believe this is one where I might have had to look it up in a walkthrough because I was just getting a little bit too frustrated. Something I try not to do because it kind of ruins the atmosphere of the game, but I also wanted to progress. Yeah, so now we're up here. We're just gonna hold this crate so that it doesn't drop down. This should let us use the ladder up here. Absolutely. Climb up this bad boy. And what do we have up here? We've got to get that other crate down there to come up as well. Dropping that ladder down is certainly going to help. Yes. Okay. Basically, we're going to rinse and repeat the scenario here in order to get that second crate up here. Or that first crate a little bit further up here, let's put it that way. So, climb like hell. And run out here to the left side. If my crate is placed properly, I should be able to do a little bit of crate dragging. Excellent. And then when that comes down, we can move on a little bit further. Actually, yes, this is exactly where I want to be. So we'll do that one more time, and then that should be enough to get through. And since we're sitting at about the half-hour mark almost of this Let's Play, time flies when you're sitting alone by yourself in your room, playing a video game and talking to yourself incessantly. I'll probably stop the video after this part. So, I don't know. Half hour. It seems good. It's the same length as your average episode of 2.5 Men. And how can I compete with those guys? So having moved through here, I'm taking a look at the surroundings and trying to figure out what the next puzzle is. Yes, this one is actually pretty goddamn difficult, so I will save that for the next video. Thank you for watching this marathon Let's Play of Limbo. I will see you in the next part. Possibly the last part, actually. Thanks for watching.